Alright, so for my Yamamunya Sana Kwaba View and Emra Toto Sports GH on YouTube. Subscribe to channel no na uya share Emma Unyanso Enyabi and share. And now so ya tenancy. Na ye tenancy say ya. Ye rum our Haxo folk and so ya na ye din komopi. Ye guswa ye share the state of Haxo folk. Nyamia Duma Saturday and game no toja. Our Mali Mountain so many kase ya team no. And so etimi abuna ketima from my concro Ghana. Je baby di ahun komopi na wan sene ne man so esi etena ne enkoma ye no mienu ye di ahia ye baby di no emrantie bi ne mantima nkobi enra ye ma wonya chese nyane ntie ye ma wo ya we ye bobo list no so dema na player and say players o man kobi bi ti se Salifu Ibrahim Di Maria Eric Esomo aye Linda omanya kwanya nkobi ena ya tenasi mi ankasa me man wobewura mu akire me ne mahwefo di ntia womantima nkobi na ya hwe squad ya ekoye ye be hwe game na ankasa san ana game no wasi expecting ne se besi akọ supporters no omutie yen enti ni aye kan ene wom se the game no besi akọ bia no wobekire mu ene ama wonsu ohun se ne man so esi ekọ na ubeka ya brand friend say Nuruddin Aziz Abdul yadi kam wanya ntie se wono awo Johannesburg South Africa na bueno ni surgery no ena ebeba so ehon so enkomo ewa ha ye bana ye ba bedi nto dia ne so be subscribe to channel no aye Toto Sports GH on YouTube. Toto Sports GH on YouTube o subscribe na wa share so ama wonua anya bia hwe ne mom aya fa comment bra na yenkenkai enfama sanse anu mienu na ene yedi dwumadie no nti se wanfa comment aba na se wagya aboye so yanu mienu nko a na edi ntimi so aya fa de bra na bibia anya kama nti fra unua ne ka kira no se bra na so nkrofo na tenase man na tenase man na tenase no be wuroma domusu kwa aya na enya ize kra madika ka kira so oba asantimantamu oba enkampumpone mantamu na ukika ni nyina bom na se the whole Ghana or my chest or my concro Ghana we see on my moi obi o ye kan ade kan say analysis be ma wodu be wuramu ntwono ano wo be che wa de cropotia ade we yesie game no say na esi akọ sei na be pia free game ni maba na say enipa me na de ahie enra o ma ohun na chance mponie ne bedu mfimfini de akọ wiye enti watena ase enche be kona so ye na ye no adi enkomo na ase bibia itime kama di kwaso afa comment no ebra woko aye comment section ho a ja comment no ho na ye bekenkai edi ama aye sports 360 jumadi ni dino no na Toto Sports GH F1 live ewo YouTube enti uwro Facebook nso a yes Toto Sports GH ewo aye Facebook awansu ubenya ye nti o hye no na o de comment no eba mame nkona mene wofa enni nkomo ofa tenase na yen twetwe nkomo madam fuba ko si ye ko twetwe nkontomwa na yeba beto aso wofa good morning
Mr. Benson, good morning.
Na mejiri se bibi aboko de
yankopon adom ahwe ni experience ntino ye ho ye ana ya misu gusu hwe
experience no so de hia
experience no we here because experience means that what witness here they know wa komuda the moment I be komu no nyoma be free mu no no and a money experience so o kwa ade ni mu no wan fa be free mu that means you have not experience
okay
it is o fa ade ni mu
fam
ukom na dia ukom no wo say aha na medru aha medru pay okay aha me ka say maybe am medru ya ni say na me dey
say to me ti ma me nye ni ye
by the moment I be fa ade ni mu wo no wan fa bibia mfrim na repeat no ho wan fa bibia no like u fa mu za no
okay
that means that you are not experienced ati na meche no say ade ni si na bi say si biem kan di si ya no unemu no de tosu mienu no bibia woduru no wakai sa de we si pay it is si ya no kan ni de no then na ofa free mu a de tosu mienu no wo de nanti akọ so the moment you pick nothing out of what happened in the first, we need experience. And Yakopon Adom, make us say, experience in the enam experience in the enam and pride but
yes
who I say your fast situation be mu na you be free mu na properly the enante I could do situation before from and Tinyanko Pandom I say any experience or so in here
experience here who can yan a trim margin CBB so me penny back could be a yakojima as a your poma your friend a car. I say when said I qualified, so I feel now now yes. What they would take no kufia. So basically I say na chi no better go grind. Better grind. But me from one day be na said the man is call bokwa for small kind and say esi de mahume kwano so nanti what dane tiny back with the fro na ma ba kusi am na ma experience never
afa bibi fi
yes
experience
experience
into die so you need to see a push
nice one
experience you don't mean we o see dey bia utoko so na uko na wenya foforo
okay Mame Nkoso Ankai ya chef say Toto Sports GH on YouTube and we share live the ifri nti wodo comment no eto ase be kenkai e di amount ye din come from the camp of Axio Folk na the state of Accra Axio Folk no ye chance ye nwie ene ye bewura game na nkasa team no eko na boys no ko omani mpamfo ni nyina na coach David Oklo na elidi omo edu omo akobo mali team no and I say Mali a game no nti ye bompa say nyame be ya dom na nkunimdie ne aba nti nkreba na say omoko yes omoko by be 3 to 4 bi ade ne mom omba transit Togo na transit no mba ye no ti say de no edi e ho nkomo no omba transit na womo na wo ho ma ade nche but omba to aso day na nkasa day na ene ya omba transit na womo ebe to aso so akontie no eyen koma e free hacks to focus so ye eba na ye ne mu edi eba be wura mu na asem bobɔ so aha nkakra de amamo na boys a wo mo eko enya chese gya pene eko ye no na asem ma sense list no so mfama mahwefo na omuhunu de eko afei nana aha wo fa ewura ma na asem bibia fa na keepers no aye 3 goalkeepers ne miensa Richard Atta Richmond ayi na Eric Ofori Antwi keepers miensa nei womonso etimi travel ye no Fatal Mohammed a defender Samolinkum Rashid Okan Dennis Nkrumah Robert Adusowa Konadu Iyadom Kaliba Mankwa Mohammed Al Hassan ana Zakaria Yakubu wemuni defenders ya womonso ekwentu check defenders na womo ye be 9 defenders 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 defenders na womonso etimi ewuramu midfielders no yenhwe womonso midfielders no eye 6 Daniel Kodie Seidu Suraj Seidu no Enoch Asubonten Glasina Wako Gideon Asante ana Prince Nana Kwesi Dama womonso na midfielders womokwa womoye 6 na attackers no enso eye 4 Kojo Ben Junior Kaba Yasan Haaland Ochin Haaland do mo de aka no ho Yasan Haaland Ochin na Daniel Afiye Banie we mu ene 4 attackers konti coaches no David Oklo assistant coach one interim as interim manager sanso anase caretaker coach sanso na Richard Opon goalkeepers trainer Benjamin Mensa enso goalkeepers trainer keepers no coaches yemienu enti mu ba ko be assist David Oklo as an assistant coach say David Oklo Roma as main coach the team no de akwa banti eno ni gisema banti boys no ko omoko yesra du nyame so mfo mukodo asumdwem na eno na chi no omutu anopa 9 anopa ya show time na 11:30 na omutu anopa 90 omokopa omodo akire na branch reference Abdulaziz Nuruddin on say Nuruddin Napra na madika mwanya ntie say boy no so ebe fly to Johannesburg South Africa me no ka say one of South Africa Johannesburg na Johannesburg no na sene ena nkrani chirima wono so ebit message no nti surgery no ebe koso eno Abdulaziz Nuruddin nti screen so no obenya ne picture no say aha wogina broni ba ko na bibini ba kontem ana waje na tade no top and down ni nyina red and black no ya branch reference Nuruddin ne ho nkomo kakra na me no enso edia yese bibie koso nkakra nti yeba na yebewuram di enkomo enra ye ka cho se game na nkasa yebewuram nti na yebewura game ni mu ne ene yebehwe di nti a list am bebo ye no Di Maria dinim Eric Eso dinim Linda dinim ene ofake enso awurama kwa ye ne research nyina wi a waba na woni aba be di ho nkoma ma yehu di nti a sa boys no wo mo nso antumi ankubie na wahwe game na nkasa sen na game no ebesi akọ sen na osi ehu no na wode sa nkomo no nso e de rom tine bibia aye patent koso afa o message no bra odo comment ne ba ye be kenkai enso edi amount ye be kenkai di amount to join yen ewo Toto Sports GH on YouTube. Toto Sports GH on YouTube. Na odo comment na ba ne se ya kenkai ne kama enso di amount wafa mame nsamu akwa ba bio
mame njoso Mr.
na ye ngura mane sa na mayini kansha semfan free Nuruddin Seju no Nuruddin Seju ne na crying sa kan se ko Johannesburg Seju ne beba so nti ye bompa ye se nyame be yado na Seju ne wi akwa successful Nuruddin Abdulaziz Mekala sezina men kai no kra no me kai ni game bia se ba bichim zata na mo bichim na bichima she 1 na has NT na tama coach Samobodu introduce Nuruddin ba ni game na sai kra e change kra
Mr. Benson on say Nuruddin na ankasa no from last season senior worker no one of the finest midfielders now or your league na boy and me can't wait because to say among all the midfielders who you and say me chirem specific the role of a holding midfielder and number 6 or no a born for fraud among do na okay comparatively some fat player bako I no support that role nam de not to no la in the no yemfa Agadas Bodu of Kotoko
Richard Bodu captain
yet we share the type of a holding now or a more aggressive or any baby like or any baby are hard tackles and no what's on my name as a regular kind of number 6 dirty works Sano me day on Mekano the type of the now in Gattuso in Patrick Vieira mono
okay
even though Vieira no plan was not typical of number 6 but sa workaholic jumano na uhuno ewo nimu nti anu ni ade uhuno Agadas but Nuruddin Aziz what we call a modern day number 6 more or less like the deep lying playmaker the orchestra ono ni de no on rani bebre but oje ball no e detect kwan a ball no fa so nye den enko baby a ye hye ball na se fa nye den free baby a ball no be free aye den aba and that is the deep line playmaker the orchestra role in football and only the any kwan a fa so ye den Auburn nan say and last season a man is different in the league oje ball na utimi hu say a kwan a ofa so progressional play so watch ball no ball na beka online movement a o ye e dey free ha e dey akwa ha that decision making set me the ball no come away ne mo kwan a me fa so dey akọ nipa am dey kwa akoma no that is the progressional play ne dey no oye no surunku difficult say na obe hu say Nuruddin Aziz lose possession difficult so obe hu say Nuruddin Aziz misplaced pass Ukrabo na very tight and then who say he knows what he's doing on the ball Yamishra when you do the ball near there and for her to folk say or me say such a chap na or me pray say or me back rim away from Ghana South Africa to be precise no Marco pray boy any surgery it means it should tell you say player no is an integral member of House of Folk setup and has for actress omu here player no so here dey here omo. But there's one thing was ki ejuma ye any ejuma bi e wo wi asem no broni free bi occupational hazard.
Okay, yeah.
Say unya masoni, unya fitani, unya blacksmith, unya a presenter say ejuma bia na ye no your occupational hazard. And no kire say ejuma na your ejuma bi wo ho a ebe ma waye de ebe kwiti out say like ubetime pra e wo say ejuma no. Say uye say ejuma we dia, uye carpenter, be assured say hammer be bon so.
Is a juma de juma when you
yes,
but ekutane nan
so na me shira. You sure say hammer be bon so. As a means you sure say who be fin with mortar ni nyoma. Those hazards are there.
And you wait my boss scarf, wait my free swat.
Those are part of the occupational hazards there.
Minchani Juma.
Yes.
Wait Marco. It be a stadium. One bay you can you bet much one kakra.
It's part of the occupational hazard.
Okay.
Wait me lose voice. Wait me lose voice. Many journalists go through like voice surgery.
Okay.
Me can't wait because it's a we would always have to understand footballers. Ejuma no omo ye no. Eye adia omo ye for their lives. Eye adia dodo na nkwa omo livelihood depends on it. Eye adia dodo na no in nkremosom no ye be ka kira se obi ba sa so a ogina Allah enim e fa ne destiny. Dodo na destiny o mind o mafa no. But there are some others, I'm players on Swa, or more other jobs and occupations aside football. Now, making way because of how we treat players. Wokromuha, acquire your faso, edit players. When you do almost ye as a player, acquire management supporters, any football stakeholders near the omiyede, a faso. There's been many occasions about players. Obipra. Even sa obenya obimpo amana tuneni akwhwe no becomes a problem. And that should tell you the psychological state of a player down. Now, one of the biggest secrets are our health practitioners the same as omomiye faith practitioners the psychological aspect of nipa dream. It is a obi the hospitaler. Doctor ni here nipa say obedrin say no ho beto no. Ansa na doctor na be man drew. Okay. Now a secret about nurses. So what are nurses style shape? Especially on more ward no. Mr. Benson. Nurses omo body ankasa no. Yeah. Eya na efe
There's
a psychological state. So be that as a man, you have a word. Any example? That state crew will say, nursing more fair. At that time, now doing it to me free the states of the area.
A bit more so cram and what on
yes.
Engineer now, yes, I.
And to compare say, do remember the person is well.
Okay.
As I know why a day. Aton. Samson as will be come alam ho. So for be ho. On himself our faith psychologically. Send nipa me kon we be day. Ebe boa me. And sana nipa no so dia owo. Or the abisia wo dia. It's mostly. So for preacher be ka kire we say, For ojidie mame. Enye bibia o. We have that psychological state. Make these two examples because of how we treat players when they are injured. Acquired players faso say omo yede omo bra whilst doing what entertain we supporters. Yede nya wo play among mumu entertainment. And whilst bring money onam so disika every the team and the management say okopra acquired faso yede etreat you omo. We neglect some of them. It's already almost psychological state to crown. I am not doing a free football. And sana waba through the injury process and in the healing. Black Stars they are coming quicker than every team. Okay, before the World Cup, I kwakobon Uprai, and stories after I come in coach they say he was truly neglected. And Utimu say, if you the gentleman has not been in good state as a player. Only I come in couldn't come say as a Uprai no Obiya day etranabo. And it became an issue for the gentleman. Into a crown crowd before swap back. A problem. And it's because you're neglecting home. And you see, if only how players are suffering, only players be fast. A choir players nibi, they are supposed to cater for the entire extended family. Because the moment you become a born, your GDS says, but the players themselves know, say, born, I am born, Cromano. So you place 10, editor, and 2 pay and I rich. And 2 and I rich. Chrome Habona, I am 2 penny rich because already. So we don't know be your car. You are a poor person. Yes. Now, sir, imagine the treatment is had the players. Not to talk of saying even was a cupra. And for House of Folk to have gathered all their arsenals and say, Nuruddin Aziz is a vital player. Are you here and your team nemu? Or you're good? We need him in our midfield. Now, Mecca say, upon what we did for Kodie, let's try and do the same. Yes. Let's try and do the same for Nuruddin Aziz. Should tell you, say Haas would want to win the battle with Nuruddin Aziz, and Omache said they need the gentleman on the field of play. Omache how vital that boy Nuruddin Aziz is for the setup and project of House of Folk. And I mean the House of Folk project myself. Yeah. And then you cannot do a project in football without players. Forget it. Because they are the main stakeholders. Okay. Players can play bit my pop without a coach. Now your bobo name a coach red card player na you buy.
See, I know my assistant coach.
But he's not a coach. Now imagine where he gets a wait. Imagine where the assistant coach too gets a card.
Oh, goalkeeper trainer.
So the players can do it without a coach. But the reason our coach Ebemunene say there are some technical abilities. Adebia coach ni jam when he say no. Ba na unya about out afa. But me with my technical eye. So we change say o the far left, now the back righter, ebe bo out on the left. Okay. That's when you need a coach. Because nipa no yes, because nipa no sha say ebo no. Now only coach. As I call no sha say ebo no only coach. Coach na beto no alternative. So players can do it without a coach. Okay. Coaches are just there to guide them tactically, and then the game now is so scientific. I'm at EGB behind every players in him. I'm on with me day. It would have to applaud the management of House of Folk, and especially Toby. On say Haas an idiot. The board chairman Haas an idiot. Board is here. You would have to mention the man's name. Yes. The board chairman, and indeed, what one said upon years and years and years. Oh yeah. In society. In society. Yes. In society, has team. Some of us know the team well. Team no.
What do you for project and
the name team no
project and
we know where the team has been before.
Oh yes.
You know how a team not preparing, and how the man ever saw a sassy person day or done in your money, and you can see so those changes gradually. Boy had to focus. You know, you ever board the board chairman to be abaso. You ever board more can on Friday. Abaso, we can't board to be doing Abraham Ball almost on me day. Obibia our off the pitch incident. Now, all boy off the pitch in your ma. Our boy had to focus at this level. I think it's good. Enka and yet now I swore. Ananka enye say o say ebubo din because a player will bra equal treatment e wa bonten but nay unim the situation and your man ewom sisi a even traveling allowances traveling in your mind a kwan kura be fa so edi nipa no be call all kwei say you dey to hospital no free where you would have to lodge in a hotel and I'm going home and some of call hospital you would have to lodge in a hotel when you know your expenses it is a management and as a board chairman be edwin we hu a o ma play anything akuru ha ya what chire nyoma bi and the price health price a wa bonten no health price is a wa bonten no Mr. Benson enye bi na okuru mu ha no ebo a ye chi amanfo e wa yarehwe mu abonten especially say gira enye bi na okuru mu ha no because e ho no infidie no a obdi ejuma no e wo ho so it has not always been easy when player be in your injury process of the film. That's always not been easy. And yet better and from some management some board. Each time you also player a day I call out for treatment.
Okay.
You know, no we didn't assist the any day. You have a bump you for so. Near we share brand and speedy recovery.
Okay.
Near we share the wall. Say be okay be our that surgery and successful. Now what the cause of the rainbow colors.
But I say 1 minute before say you be free and I will more topic for friend. My mention per unkase no uchire kwan o city of football now when imbra was so my pass when him do the boy
yes
yen hwe so a we to no absence na
team absence yeah on the absence on the absence before Nuruddin Aziz when House of Folk Edge League you know it was Nete Fab Efutu and on the Salif Mbede Ebekam but some can the main midfielders omi ejuma nankasa the other players bia almost just here and sana wemba bede e ba so now you know these players are body they give different style we make a dynamics in their play e kwanya futu fa so ball no enye sana nete ball no e fa nete fa so ball no enye sana fa ball no
okay
sanso na Salifu
difference
Ibrahim Di Maria difference here dey e wo you know these differences obufiri on and using as is be so no almost they are all you know very very different from what Salifu adds to the team from what a Fab so the day edeka team no and then from what Nate added and what Efutu so the day edeka next town what makes it unique and then they say and maka in modern day football what the players from a deep line playmaker Europe to the extent we have few. There's a player in Napoli, Botka.
Yeah.
There's a player in Chelsea, Jorginho.
Yeah.
The kingpin of all deep line playmaker, no, that is Sergio Busquets. Now, say who playmaker or team him a deep line playmaker. No team no. That means that Obono Edding so Bobo Naide is him from afar.
Okay.
From Ponimuno. Mostly. I like keepers so bad. Bobo is him. It's your players and booming. The teams from Mobo. The show goalkeepers. And watch the heart of Holker from last season. Not a ding. So Bones has ball on Mobo or Mabu Beam.
About him.
They go through a build up. And because one particular role, anybody deep lying playmaker, and then say Obe started the ball from the back. Press and ban so there's something we call press resistance. Or no better ball no say player be the military ban so e require say no popo. Also you that calmness or resistance speed now there o dey ban. Now say coach be na there na o the tactics or the formation on the field of play. No deep line playmaker Roma and my game ni na there the approach of the coach in there SSR is the same way as a coach any a deep line playmaker when the team or SSR approach. This season has a chassis without Nuruddin. And in House of Folk setup now who Awako who Esau and now who to some extent Suraj. I won't feel. Now what Esau was doing was not a deep line play role. It's coaching with the absence of Esau. Even though Haas is trying to build up from the back, but in most occasions, they don't rely on Esau. So be chassis. But in Nuruddin Aziz, say Haas build up from the back, they rely on him. But say Nuruddin Aziz anyone Esau be say Haas with Bodu, they were relying on the flanks. Set build up in the chassis free in Kosa.
Okay.
To some extent, Samuel Nkum. Because almost to me hold the ball no. Almost wedding. They are quick in passing and they pass very well. And to say Nuruddin Aziz ni set up in him. Na Esau ni set up in him. Whoever remembers Daniel Okodie, almost a regular number 6. Meaning that the build up, I don't know, meaning how Okulu Ekwakobo Mali. Let's take that fact. You fell to one sana.
Yeah, you remember game now,
yes. But with the absence of Nuruddin Aziz, that means Haas would have to do more job. That means also Haas planning another form of build up, another form of approach. Because only role Nankasano is to receive the ball from the back. Now on chassis and Franco, not the regular number 6. Just opposing Agadas there to Nuruddin Aziz. It is said, Onima Okulu would have to find another means and build up his approach.
Sure, Karen Squad. Player bend the woman offense will beat my year. No, they went to me and a pekra. Beat my yaman and bankakra.
In the day, I won't see Hano. So I shall be in modern day football. Do not so and rely on a proper number 6. And it would always depend on the 2 pivots. I won't feel make up 2 pivots, in other terms, double 6. First name say number 6 or no quantity 6 and 8. But then your players in terms from double 6. Meaning that Ujuma way no ofiri hwa we su timi ye dey eye ni bi. And with an example in Real Madrid, Casemiro, Toni Kroos. Yeah. They are not a proper number 6. Casemiro is a central midfielder. Yeah. A seer. Same as Toni Kroos. But in Real Madrid, it's a seer and only day about double 6. In House of Folk, Sisia no Okodie Kobi. Names na boy, you know. Daniel Okodie Kobi. Yes. And Awakosu Yede, Ekobi. Suraju Suyede, Ekobi. And then another couple of players be out. I think a new addition be Akosu Yede. Inoka Subontin Suyede, Ekobi. Now it would be so dangerous. Say has best started game without Okodie.
Best started without Okodie.
Yes.
Okay.
Say Okulu, let's say team will Okodie and start game. Because with the absence of Esau, among these midfielders, I will be about 6 or more. No, Nipa or no subeti aye Juma close to Esau e Okodie.
That's Okodie the close to Esau.
Yes.
Until with the absence of Esau, no.
Yes. Okodie needs to be there. Because it's one thing about no boy any day.
Okay.
What is one thing from Wafa? Born no bona ankasa no. Any day. Surat Seidu. Born no boy any day. Any day. Class now ako. He's a master class. Born no boy any day. Any day.
Okay.
And see, team are all away. In your first leg, you will have to put up more defensive minded because mind you, Mr. Benson, mind you, it's an away game. It's an African competition.
Yeah.
And in African competition, you say, oh, go away. Be very careful. Be very careful in your approach.
But the game never was.
Mate.
You be a game anymore. My main messages in the
okay.
Fafi. Say Max say watching you live. Say Max is watching na Justin yo was a good work bro phobia. Justin, so a message, you know. Kwesia Santi, we can get a good result in Bamako depending on lineup. Kwesia Santi say lineup David Oklo de Bebano de Bema yenya good results na say line up for the bana amfa their results na enko yemfa na Asante Kroya was personally I prefer either Ata or Ofori in the post than ayi yeba game no so yeba she game na she o ma ofin so almost start ya be hack show for team no now Pastor the Graft was good work done that's a pastor Daniel Kofi Techi was say Banya should never try cry. He should think well, not to be ungrateful to the Hearts team. He should renew his contract so that the club can sell him and get something out of him. And if we Banya the contract extension we issue na see for
now Yama has Mr. Benson but Yama has fans in Botre on that situation. Omunya Botre our boy no omunya Botre our game no and yemfa your concentration enko game na yakwa bono.
Yes.
For Daniel Free Banye, I can assure everybody Bibia or if you're on live watching us, me say I can assure everybody say decision a baby or Daniel Free Banye will favor House of Folk.
Oh, okay.
Me can we actually win decision a baby or Daniel Free Banye will favor House of Folk.
So one stand the cry
it will favor House of Folk.
Because one stand there be free.
I know the boy personally.
Okay.
Me Daniel Free Banye personally. Personally.
Unim.
Personally.
So no cry Kumasi boy.
What you
Okay.
Oh no free.
Okay.
Minimum omo set it up in the fan club. Omo ba last season wo Kumasi ha. I be lose 1-0 to Toto. That penalty. Koshe player back who has for and then the banner ever say how supporting him was Daniel Free Banye and minim almost set that up for the gentleman. Minim ne sofo, minim ne nanfofo, minim ne sister. Enim ne ma minim baby awoti.
Okay.
Intimacy that boy's contract issue has for supporters in fancy war. They shouldn't start chastising the boy. And you can say, almost shas here day. A can boy no one sem. A yen high. Has needs the boy. Nyoma was a boy in the Bayama Has and Ogusu ye. Obey. Into Yama supporters and Intia say, Omunyabo for the boy.
The decision be a bit free, Banny.
It would favor her to
favor her
to because meaning Oma J. Boy, no contract extension once a night at war mocha.
Okay.
It's an anaquisi contract issue, no. Everybody has.
Or the anaquisi?
Yes.
Oh, fear.
Oh,
fine. Anaquisi.
The contract issue, no. Omunyabotre. The boy's family, die hard phobia. Also, about J. Yaji League last season, no. Go out, share Kotoko, picture be by no one will be kissing or glass in him.
Yeah.
Sister.
Yes. Oh, fine.
And sister.
Okay.
It's a free banner. Also, must spend the time.
Okay.
I want in some.
Okay.
And I know what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I know what I'm saying.
Because
minimum house of force the moment or me shall set up agenda against you. And I want peace. Embra boy in contract.
Okay.
But it will favor us.
Okay. And I was for no or say decision ban ye be take bi an be free no ha ba bi an be bo hacks for kenti yenya abotre why bright and so they about say watching live from Dubai, Abu Dhabi. I'm happy for Aziz into bright yeah that's a kosona subscribe to channel no subscribe so share my bush for nya bi nhwe Jonathan Akins phobia is going to let me say was it going to be going too much great for hacks. Yeah, Jonathan Akins and a message about phobia is going too much for hacks. And all Jonathan message about Abdul Hakim. Good afternoon, I'm Abdul Hakim watching live from Dubai. As of folks should deploy good tactics for this away game. Abdul Hakim at the free Dubai na diaba. Hakim yada say subscribe to channel and share my bush and for nyabi and share. Clement at the Aba Clement Kwewu was wishing the team all the best in Mali. Clement message no Anson Williams, Caleb should start ahead of Okodie, DJ Macaroni. Kalima Mankwan start ahead of Okodie. Minim say Caleb coach Webone Chiri. Now say Webone Finfini. Abdullah Ibrahim, I prefer the coach Caleb and Yadom as two holding rule. Yaba game na bedin kombo. Nana Fen the Nadia, but how should you play Moel Hassan and Abdusowa as the center backs and play Caleb and Konadu Yadom as the two double pivot, which means they will play right in front of the defense DM. Nana Fen will say Mohamed Alhassan Abdusowa center backs, Caleb and Konadu. Could defend Abdullah Ibrahim Bio say I prefer coach play Caleb and Yadom on the holding role. Kobina Kakraba watching you live from Italy and love your discussion. Kobina Yadasi Koswana subscribe to channel na my we are share my bushan for and Sunya B and share Anson Williams. You keep on encouraging us, but they always run away from us. You keep on encouraging us, but they always run away from us. Our Jara was the best wishes to my darling club, Phobia. Inti Kosua for comment any bra. Na Ibenya Daja can kama Edia Mahaya Toto Sports GH on YouTube. So subscribe to channel no. Na Wamabushi Afonso. I should be a catch us your transit. You didn't come out from the camp of Axel Folk into has and some kwa. Na Sisia Tanasi. Yenu AD Tifa comment any bra. Ye uramu ewo squad no especially mo man ko bie no ye firi hɔ a na ya hwɛ game na ankasa sen ne besi akɔ amanfo do madwen kyerɛ ba binum kyerɛ players a omo de mbe prefer senka omo start binum kra choose goalkeeper ne defenders and midfielders ne ade aka attackers na de obi antimi nka say yema we start na we monti over messages in there ba na amanfo
to agree yes,
yeah.
Only Ubiano adventure near them. You see, the Ukraine say, Nipa be na they know better than what even we are doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But unfortunately, they say, you're in your platform. If you are to open the mic for Mr. Benson, some amount for the go on. Each time, you will always have to understand these kind of suggestions when it comes. You know, views need a G2. Yes. Without them, we are nobody. Without them, because you can only need God. We hear nipa. So because we hear I'm telling you, boy, you need nipa.
Okay.
You need nipa because God wouldn't come down to push you. Nipa na be push you. Yeah. We are blessed for their comments. I mean, okay.
Ye bewura omo man komuna ma menchia nana kwansa e wo US meni so o monitor ya na nana ansanso wo US edin no edos ya na me refinti meni se producer be ye ho adwuma ma me na Mr. David omitu David Ahoga and Mr. David Ahoga na Mr. David King David my enchiamo John enso awa kra pomponi mantem champions you ma yenchia woni abusuafo kan nyina Mr. Nestmo Mr. Roger Mr. Nestmo Mr. Moses ba ko abrochiri ba ko nso Ghana ma yenchechi omu nyina ana PRO enso ewo ho yeah Mr. Nest ye chechi omu nyina de meka me ba be chiama anti me say show no mo monitor pa from afar nyame nkoso enchiramo ofa mayenhwe Di Maria Ankobi Linda Ankobi ana eso Eric enso Ankobi ya wamanko ba video bi anim say we injured and they were prayer nti yenhwe di the best stop nkrofo we from
Andra me no kan say ohwe omo aye body say omo Ankobi na edin abubo we with a section of injury and a match fitness. Me sure say before Babia would have to agree. Especially player able to say eso. Yes. Yes. but Salifu.
Okay.
And Chirimune say, due to match fitness.
And yes, Salifu, dear.
Yes.
Okay.
Into Ontana Fie. Even though he's on recovery. Now, T, in football, T the TNE.
Okay.
Say player pra, no ba. And yet no one is a wabancho bebo. The return of a player from injury and also a true process.
Okay.
You bet me a mouth, say, Wato, Ebia, Onemubui, MAK3K3. Dr. Bitmakaski is here, no call fielder, uko training, and touchable. Do you answer walking around? If you are, sorry, Dr. Bitmakachi, touchable, but uncommunica. Dr. Bitmakachi communicate, but untouchable. So those are the recovery process. It's Di Maria at the end there. He's okay. We'll go through all this process, but unlike match fitness.
Okay.
Match fitness, and say, Sunny amount for shot with preseason. Every boy, ya my born the beton with trim says a player, and the young born when you're born. Any boy move on the field of play, and when they are all being ya or bomb, ya want you in the gym. That's what Di Maria is lacking now.
I said the Ojan felt so
Bono,
the
Jim Bond, there's a difference. Yes.
Okay.
Because parking is no go pay their dumbbells. But also be sure that what Utimijina.
Boni Kubo.
Yet. No, you would always have to come through many processes. And I said, do obey.
Okay.
So what did I mention as here? Until there's a difference in that. It's Di Maria at the end of the day. We can accept that excuse. But me no me no perfect pass for Eric Eso and me catch you. See me the team and me catch you.
Yeah, me
so for Eso mistake bia be ba say on Kobino unless injury. We cannot accept for Hasselhoff. Now this all we catch me say registration for Eso and go through Africa. Into na one Kobia. What are you trying to tell me?
As a non registration and go through necessary.
What are you trying to tell me? The plan is saying, "Hello, what do you call it?"
There's a man register.
It means someone is sleeping. Obi that way so there so.
I think you know Kwane a new player on motor this season.
Yes.
Then a be the register.
Let me say, "Allah where kwa? How come Eso is no good?" We are saying.
Go Junior Kaba eba.
Oh.
Yes, no chamber.
Oh.
Allah wa buy.
Oh,
and it's so by.
Yes.
It says, and Crawford
saying, no way, it's also free money.
Also free, Ghana here.
Like I will train the ICT. I want it's so free money. No, Mr. It's so free money.
It's so free Ghana here.
Of you, I am no boy last.
The former team, it's
the ICT go Chromaya. On here work permit.
Don't turn you be our Yafin our ITC be until then. Oh, ITC for lender, I accept it. Normal,
yes,
foreigner.
The work permit in your radio, I accept it. But for Eso, anytime I make a choice, or only the be paid one apart from injury or CGD, just that someone is sleeping.
No, no, so easy one soon pry
on pride
situation and go through.
It will be die.
Now, when you said it.
Hasselhoff ne. Sisi e no. And eba kwa obi e prema Hasselhoff say Hasselhoff benya a management team. Obi a obe running the day-to-day affairs of Hasselhoff. Ewom say omuni ho for many years or 2 to 3 years, but yes, to Hasselhoff has been successful. But say ho na obi obe that day-to-day job. Me sure said these minor mistakes, enya DBC. Into the registration process of a player does not depend on a coach. A player before so a player, Yamana Bobo, and as a player, Yabaja see and way or a player, no Boma club, engineer coach so, but it relies more on the management team to work out the process of making a player eligible to a club. It is a player in New York. Not a player no intimate. We would have to go back and check what the management team did. A crime and your first register player. Then I came. I am pray. You could player no. That's a me and then the can ya. You intimate day and register player.
Ubit me register na manabo league, but 20 register na Africa. And
Africa CAF day. Sorry. Will list but amount that chance to register all the players. And you would have to go through process like YCT. A war club and say, well, wow, the qualification, and mind you, every player also qualifies to be on inter-club competition, provided documents in will be player Nikuta. And if back you're missing a pet, it gets to be dangerous for the player. But Osha, what I'm on, you must say, unless a player no suspended by card. Referee, I'm on double cards be it's game no team in your day, unless say by injury, and a player no team in your day, First, and I was a beer. Wabo ama club A was a competition with club B don't mean your day and bomb. But it has not been there. It's a honor a thing. So be who's adding because everybody's working with him now. And that what man pay so back for baby. But what you will need people say on sorry, and you would have to finish the process in registering players. Say CAF list of players way, and I'm doing more Africa. One my chance me register 22. One my chance me register 26. One my chance me register 32. Omunyina ICT ni. The one man on work permit ni. Into CAF, they fall within whatever age frame I will by the competition into our money. Anytime I'm able to say, is it the ICT of the player? Aside ICT, what other documents that can fail him from going to Africa? And I say, Abia, Munkan is Abia, as last season, Mediama Bo Africa, Bia, and Ranton what card war that denies him from playing because the card is in your name, not in the name of the club. What's the mission? In Zabia Obo Club A. Now the yellow card was a competition club B before do Kobona. The card is in your name, not in the name of the club. Into who side player won't me and bother competition because you are suspended. So Bakobama A Club B. Other than that, the registration of the player for him to be eligible, so about domestic league should always push him through. So back about on club inter-club competitions or Africa. There's one or two things we will also there. They would have to come out and explain.
One or two things.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mr. Benson. How would you have to tell me say so you register for Africa? No. Does it make clear sense? Player in Flaman never.
Wait me register foreigner money. And then I went to me register.
Say player no, if free man on it. Yes, be or foreigner. But what boy a league ni be paying or a Ghanaian. I know two crying half in a waba. I don't want to register there. We accept. But we be biao krumha. Be biao krumha. All that I need is a fax machine. Send your offer and crying. Eddie or Quadia the Echo. Send your offer and crying. Eddie other players the Echo. That was the same process. And player not register now. All book the Ghana League. Anytime I make a choice, someone might just come out and explain. Say, oh, you need to register ISO because of this and this and that. But simple. So because of the documentations, you need to register. For what reason? For what reason? And then they say, a dying Nashaho. Into a player, and you see, the player is an integral member of the House of Folk setup.
Mamenko amans na mene NCC.
Yes.
Yeah, customer for and couldn't come. Mr. Kobe Jones say wow, man. So good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Majidi say Bibi Abokodi. Benyamiasi. Hacks of folk, boys and on players and empire for Omoko. Omadu. Oh, yeah, Benyamiasi. Omadu be Omoya transit na Mali Ankasa no Madu.
I know, sir, actually, I was about somebody, and I know I've heard from somebody because we are from here to Mali. And I know we shouldn't have back in the house.
Okay. Mami Misa supporters, my home boy for gamer, Namia Duma City de Basono. Supporters, Mobeko.
As of now, shut down organization support like supporters say the back that yourself for compromise. We've not done that. So I know that some of the supporters invest some effort. I mean, can you just say by going by back? That's all I know. Yeah, because I'm not now in a crash. So I'm not in touch with anything.
Okay. Minimum list and a ban among for Pina, issue more concern, especially players or man to me uncle be Ben paying for the Adarma at my Inchemuka. Di Maria and Timmy uncle, Eson so and Timmy uncle na Yan and Tiakra say a Ibeko lender, Ebekobi, but less than a lender son count. When Chemuka Crabana saying.
I've been out of account for about 16 years, but what I'm getting is that there are injury content and injury market.
As a place and me and saying any injury.
So I'm fitness to that.
As a issue of fitness level, I will form.
For Linda, I think they are still on the website. I think that's it. But for SO and television, there's been no injuries back.
Not just say lender they don't pay any work permit, but on me no can dey a injury because selling for a injury, but Anna is on so opera. Okay. Now supporters more expectation our game we anything.
Everything a good results. That's what we are praying for. I'm wanting a good results from Senegal second leg. We can also.
Good results on a woman, a win a mocopediaba, a drawn a mocopediaba.
Any result that can help us qualify. That's very
Okay. More you satisfied, say Coach David O'Clough nearly did team media comally supporters.
Why not? Coach O'Clough and assistant coach, I mean, the other thing, the only boys not training. For now, we can't complain. The only thing is not about whether it's being satisfied or not being satisfied. That's why not the important which is over the results are mine.
Okay. Why a Casamafo o Casadema supporters, supporters of Fuki Media Jamwako or supporters no 8 you can be big a cratch on my.
The only time I can tell is 1.1 page. That's not it. I hope we said Yamaki. Let me talk about the results I have. Support to be on 5.
Okay. And you better say an over. I wish you for Tiane, a Kobe Johnson, a dim come on, Casama for the ma, NCC, no, as a go home, busy.
You are ready,
you man, the day.
And you are the Amicase.
My man, the day.
Your Fredjuma.
Your Fredman in front of me.
It's a prophetic job.
Yeah.
Because, say, Ubibeye Nadia as a team. Now, who be DH, who be didn't ube tieti ube pe munsem we are about Tanasia Bebuano.
Abeka.
No abeka me tie for so ate. Ahwefo so ahwew. Na ye wia nipa na akodi ni nteno. Ana say nipa na bebe no so e was so ba out. Ebeka say indeed. E bia de obeka yan no kra na mum say no kra ne ba out a. Ebe ha no. It was also beka ne de to counter what you are doing. That is what makes this job a prophetic job.
Okay.
Anything about Juma we are offering.
Okay.
In further checks, interview is here. A Chilean said, I was a word in him.
There be not per interview no near what can I say? It's what the injury. There's a registration, no, successful. And that is where the question lies. Meanwhile, registration, no, I'm good.
It has not been successful.
One register, no.
And Has is just waiting, say, or to be qualified, we are, then you will process it. But to make questions now, Bisano, Ebaya missing, there is a PR job now, but you have to accept it because he's part and parcel of the House of Folk family.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no money there. We are supposed to feed our viewers the truth. But for him, our part and parcel of House of Folk, also yet the job, the reputation of House of Folk will be intact.
Come here, so cover baby. But it was send you on my cover now.
And you see, catch us at this moment, House of Folk in your house from jail. So Obekwaba. But maybe problem they say, do they have the men to field in? How is Obe field in? Online, line up a man for the bar. But I can tell you, say, if Eso was in this team, any injury, send your more cana. One thing, Hono. A dear pap, a dear could be a bit camp with him. Yes,
because say Omoba Ejiso, preseason Omoba, a sentiment to Mamma Coho. Me who guy on a said with Sibuanam say, boy, we or no join team nature, and I know I don't know about.
But there's also about team.
Yabaso. Yabaso, was your fat team, no soon as your fan on. Obin control Sabia, but this is Crana. Unianebo Obo Haxo.
I know free Clomago.
Yes.
Anokobo a dreams.
Obo dreams, yeah.
Anojahoye.
A coy.
And the family of that boy.
Yeah.
Nina ya House of Folk.
A womb.
It was no house in the Senate.
I also bought to Tim be now Bomano, dear. Send any of Concrade the Bewo.
Into near walk. We travel for
I'm an atom.
I don't come in my boy in the neighbor house. But the situation and now boy no. Say boy in registration. Say boy near injuries in there. I am telling my viewers looking into the camera.
And no brother
boys registration.
Brother Benny Tigana, young T says so. Oh, my friend. I say so, Crabbo. A friendly game against Tema United. A crack
Benson and Toto.
Astro Tevno. Said him so toya.
Siciano.
Oh, brother Benny. Fine, obey me, Pran, a mechanic, and obey me, Pran.
But we are telling our viewers, and
say so, pride.
Oh, my friend.
Mamma, me some for messages, you know, and so no. I say ready, a man can come from mom and I say, Yanko, na yan shake game nankasa. I ask him, yes, na Pastor the Graft was he has NCC are not serious, especially concerning this Africa. Pastor Bill maybe because of good issues that affected this documentation. Good issue. Good issue. Ben affected.
As good issue, yeah, okay. My main killer on network. Omoko, players committee, no, a day a year, players who involved in the court. Court, Chelom said, Omukwachi the proceedings, a woman famra. Omukwachi by no. And ye issue more players and say, omit me akobo.
Okay.
See the ye, omit me akobo. Bono akobono. They are allowed as players. Say Omojuan Omukoye. Name case in the yes, shame. Name case in the head. But again, Niomana and that was Siano about Ash Gold and Esau. And I say Has and Esau involving Ash Gold no. It will be so dangerous again for hearts of folk on Esau proceedings. Yes. A crime pan heart for person the boy in 75 solo. It would my house. Because they are still holding on as good issue. No? And near Akwene said CAF has also received from the GFA. Says some crowphone we win. Yes, say omuye involved with sad nyoma we are young peneso. Uti the mekan here. Enti the tunneler as good nemu ewo Ghana in trying to solve the as good situation, you know. It is away from Ghana have GFA and omudi de omudi ejuma no. Now the GFA brand necessary so look at the association no ho untimi fa na nyade. Yes. But has to understand say the Ash Gold excuse no yentimi jintum because the players involved no ya mo mu kwenya.
Okay.
So omunye dey. Omunsi akan. Yeah. Omunsi akan until say ye be wie asem no.
Okay.
It's players no kwan. It is sad point no omunyi frame. Unless omu catch him so omusuro. Unless the phobia fraternity would want to tell me say they are afraid. Omu kan say dia. We have to understand omu sem no omu kan. Because emradie Mr. Benson emradie echiwa
emra
obetwin say na ente sa ho ba emra ne chiwa ye be yi emra ne mu di aba ona be say no adawa ha
yeah adwuma baby but as my interest pastor the graft was say ya we pastor there no na Akoto TV was say hacks are being careful for future sake, and this is Africa different from GPL. And we Akoto TV dia na Clement message in it was say wish the coach could deploy the 4-2-3-1 formation. The selection no issue ya tinipa. Wish the coach could deploy the 4-2-3-1 formation. That is Anchi Al Hassan, Soa Inkum Kosa in defense. There's Eric Entry in post. Mu Al Hassan, Roberta Dusoa, Samuel Inkum right side. Na left side ne Kosa in defense. Yadom and Amankwa Kaliba Mankwa ne Kunadu Yadom middle. In the two holding Suraj Awaku and Banye and Kaba. Watching you from South Africa. Clement Yadasi subscribe and share my vision for in Shebintono or in the first 11 Yaba. Tete Adelaide Edine Diaba, keep it up. Awa so say Toto Sports. You guys are doing a good job. Yadasi na. Jamon for ne de omo comment Diabanti. Na uremu game na nkasa. Say ye wie omanko. Aha, die wie do mo die nasi. Say yi communication director say NCC kasama for na be confirm say enji. And America so ango. Do ye cast gross injury to the yeah vampim na yeah game na nkasa. Anti Hexo folk ya me aduma Saturday 4 p.m. Ghana time na game na sha say wo Mali Mountain so obi kro obi man so ye hwehwa ni titi commentators na timi so mo bobo na nenkoye emfa maye clubs na a decision be bane kutia the atwaso obi man so na yese wo obi kro so ampa wan hwe enti obi man so awo Mali Hexo folk e body e Real Bamako. Na referee na wedi anyway experience referee. Wadi game speed our Africa. Papa Bakari Gassama. Say of Gambia.
Yes,
Yeah,
in
Gambia
Africa
will-
on
yeah.
international stage.
On the World Cup, you know, akodibi nti enye is a cry. Yes, but say obinya good day na wadi good game. Amaye na ye wujidi say bibia be fine. The yenshe game na nkasa. Haksho folk ebo Reba Mako. Per list ye deko yi omo enka ono ko mde omo kafi omo nkobi. But omo ko ye keepers miensa Richard Data Rich Monai Eric Furenchi na uhwe defenders omo nso ko ye Mohamed Alasa eni onuanom eye Konadu ya domo na ekoko ye omo nyina agya omo ko so mbetima toto ne mana Samuel Nkum Fatau Mohamed Rashid Okan Dennis Kosa Robert Adusowa Kaliba Mankwa Zekri Yakubu wamona Ekoyas defenders midfielders Suraj Seidu Enoka Subonten Glasson Awako Daniel Kodie Gideon Asante Prince Nana Kwesi Daman attackers no Yasan Orchin Halan Kojo Bin Jr. Daniel Afriye Banye ana Junior Kaba menim na ya mame ne mahwefo hunu first 11 a wo mum ka woni coach a ka be parody e dia face malifo no ani se nka be sia de wura game plan no ma yenhwe.
Okay, Mr. Benson, I mean, and that was I mean sanda e ahwefo nyina ase na de wo mini
so to us memo commencer à chaque instant pas
ya me kan say ensisan na 11 a yede bobo and I 11 players on each side and one the other day yede bo ball na nkasa na ye bo no ade round no gusu ye round 50 tan na ball no ye den yede tu ma ye bo utwa obi a foul ball sa penalty box ma penalty emra tra na yemfa na san ya ko inside akọ chere no mu ball bia no coach ye ba ko a obi gina ho ano ya dem coach but ball culture me basics ade a chere mo primary school ni say culture ana amamre so no dynamic dane ade so dane
are sitting around the back there. The attacking players are looking for
David.
No. Me can't wait because say a kwan ya faso ebo league. And just a kwan ya faso ebo tournament. A kwan ya faso ebo tournament. And yes a kwan ya faso ebo run of game. A kwan ya faso ebo run of game. And yes a kwan ya faso ebo finals. And on African soil, what Africa Kromu Hano, a kwanya your first ball away match is never the same. A kwanya first ball home game. And Obi Bia over home on African terrain and African soil, as far as even whether a national team game or inter-club game, no, Obi Bia over home Biano starts as favorite. On African soil, it's game more African soil where we approach to the game depending on team ekuta on should be different. Ubo huma, hey, JS Sora mo back room ha last year against us folk. Work mo ball last year against us folk. Has one share work.
Yeah, has share work.
Has one share JS Sora wa ha.
Yeah, what share no.
Omkodu krumo ne ti.
Omukulushi.
Yes. And omkodu krumo no utimi say nia ye be hu no krumo from this team no you go totally opposite. Away. And that was what gave the House of Folk fans no vim upon ye see krumo no dodo na say na work na ye dwan no sana omoboa oboa. And indeed omkodu krumo no nso hwewa
Kaza hwewa
JS Sora oboa
Obropa kazo okrokre de.
Enti ene has ni adaho in away games.
Yeah.
Bamako is a different terrain from experience I has nyan last season. Because baby okoye bia na yesoro. But we die ono ani nua honam.
Yenyina ne wa.
Ani ekwa akobo.
Yenyina ne wa.
Enti what has went through our North Africa is going to be different. Oh, West Africa up against the Malian side. But Miensa.
And then Zwakan Miensa.
Yes.
But
Has should be very, very much aware and cautious.
Okay.
Has money in the game no o hwɛ me atie game no ending.
Enye easy game.
Game no ending.
Yes, Shamposa.
Enye hu na ɛyɛ nokre.
Nokre.
Mekano crash down for. Na down for agro so dey menya dey. Men say no. Game no ending. It's a serious and a hard game for the Phobian family. But the advantage I ekuta has and then say
Mamenkai ya chefo say
okay.
Has ni GS Swara last season.
Krumadiye no.
That so.
Okay.
Nti Toto Sports GH on YouTube that so nti utie comment no analysis no na o feel game no so. Nti de ye fa ne de abro. Sa nti feel game no na o feel game no na we yi wasum so na wotie san say baby ofade awura dru no ho mese no so afoma bia be hawo ti wo hye no nti na ya mo afile game no na o focus no concentration but nti hye game no na eti analysis no fe nto aso
the advantage I was sorry for no sorry Bamako for no because omo bo home me can catch us say on African soil no ubo home on our advantage
no yeah
me say found players are be ba wo le kuta because our operations in there juma
football without operation there na say
juma into advantage in war Bamako but adia has e wa obetimi die ewura game we mu no e ye nyoma e to no last season asema kwa mekan was Africa ewura Africa ne eni last season there
has scored goals no more no
yes
okay
yes
nes wo mon kai no
yes
no mon fa ensua de bebrebe fa ngura game ya ami admo china
yes has ko Africa na asema mekan edi me say football no honhom ekuta no me say ade bia obia epudi ekire eye ni bue ye som no esore no ye podi ni ha honhom te ekire and besides ade bia mframa e control no there's a probability so honhom betima control because mframa ni yehu honhom so ye nyede yehu and boy mframa nye de egum no ba se o bo shot no kra no e ye mframa na de ko and sad na de ko no obitimi manipulate it is asema me kan ye ne say the spirit ekuta competition no a free has mu a ja has ho because for years has of folk are absent from the competition
no maybe a chama ye bo hacks of folk our Africa na teams no na kopi na epu be hwe no ene wo ba obeda
yes
because when you say team no wa yira wo
it is how home work competition ni mu no ani di nim has no enim has biem it has would have to suffer and sana home na recognize heart and sana accept it
okay
but nei wakubo bida last season yakaka sabi se sebi mumpanada da de jada da anye jedai nye sona it is a has upon years how I faithful am competition na so train ho na oba back na competition na recognize na this time round is easy for the competition to recognize Hearts of Folk.
Okay.
Until on the soil of Africa, now has a picky experience. And on the way. That is the utmost idea about what Betimabo has. And it has on any day a bigger than Bamako.
Yeah. Bamako, where Bamako for you? Omabo.
They are very competition on Omabo. Omabo saying has.
But don't share.
In the last years, Omabo has has.
Never say level has a bonny dear could know. And then Omunro anamba.
Baby has any competition in do pain or Munkan.
Okay. Okay.
On African soil, baby has didn't do no. No.
But currently, do a mobile.
Currently, no
chance.
Okay. But just that that is why we make an emphatic statement. Say the competition is has to folks former girlfriend. Competition in him has. It is a okoya no ba ni sono enye no sona. And they will have to pick experience. And then also no omunya in last season. And they had a better experience because of opponents. They are not Africans. Bibia dynamism in your different.
Different.
Now, my member game them proper.
Okay.
So, goalkeepers. I want him back. I want top on a Hearts of Folk.
Yeah.
Why no?
Richard Atao,
Yamico
for entry, Rich Monai.
Yeah, for me and Sassy, Mammy.
And Samson is Sako.
For me and Sassy, Mammy. They've gotten experience. They've both tasted national team experience. And at 23, now Rich Monai ball. Richard has been with the team. Same as I. From juvenile football, EBPM top level, these three goalkeepers of Hearts of Folk, they are experienced. So whoever that will be imposed, you expect experience from that goalkeeper. But personally, so what can I mean here? Me dey allow to pony.
Alawa.
Yes, let me give you a reason.
Okay.
May an intent so am.
Yes, manya. Do a better amount.
Yes.
Alawa imposed.
Alawa will be imposed.
Okay.
I require the Alawa born and say. So when him Alawa here, I never could be a goalkeeper who be that is defense organization. As the last man of defense, the man the team in Ekutano.
To beat me organizing the defense.
What's me organizing the defense? Say we engineer. Only yeah, pa.
Okay.
He has been in the game for long.
So control, total control.
What did that be? Enti we engineer. We kosha. It's with Alawa.
Okay.
Again, as a goalkeeper, I think the reflexes is okay compared to the other two.
Okay.
See a bobo, I told me who Masa sorry in them, as I told me who it's better than the other two.
Okay.
And again, he's a good goalkeeper.
The reason they are picking on him.
That's all.
Okay. Alawa imposed.
Alawa should be imposed.
Fantastic.
Alawa should be imposed. Richard Ofori should be imposed. Eric Ofori, sorry. Eric Ofori should be imposed. Me central pair has an advantage of him. Now, advantage in was a house of folk heading a coswa kutim. Advantage because in the galaxies, black galaxies, central pair has is here. In the galaxies. I do the next tournament in Air Algeria. And check the number of teams qualify. Even the last team Nigeria. And that central pair was resolute.
And if I'm qualified, no crime say go some consider Nigerian gaming.
Yes, it was so less. And on the amount understanding between cohesion. Ubiat and young Quancy say we quite waiting time also with we pass him away waiting time also we do. Unfortunately for them, your mother be grab into the house folk setup. It is semi boy I should be who more alas and who. But there's another question mark on Kunadu.
Upon qualify me no de galaxy sa qualify ko nyina gina. Question mark for us how.
Only nipa ba kwa me wodu.
There we say a mutual agreement.
But only nipa ba kwa me wodu. O ma wodu mutual agreement ne bai.
Dabi ende ye wodu ni mpanfo na.
Ana me say. Only nipa ba kwa nam so ma wodu agreement ne bai.
Enyo bia so.
Yado.
Hey.
I'm saying it here today.
Kunadu yadom na nam so ma.
Do you know the hype behind that boy? By House of Folk fans.
By Oma hype
that chase behind House of Folk that boy.
Yeah.
You say league na no. What when you happen? What a day you could do quite now. Have you seen the number of errors at here? Errors are with the players, but the high pecutas are branching. Satan now board no down the general team no. Now on here sa flare na boy any day one. No here boy na aggression. But the heart of us son of swam in the agent because what the darling boy. Couldn't but mistakes or fits a Diana up to Doma to Olympics. Yes, Oli and Kotoko. But that era no in Olympics. When mom said I go against Olympics.
Say against Olympics, you know, or take an answer Qatar will be Qatar.
But I give none say where we here win than a draw. No, but that means where we here win than a draw.
Yes.
Because me catch our Andrew said, now where do our team or mu consider where do our team no mun team in your day. Enche.
Yeah.
It's regardless I cover up na boy no cover you know. What he needed was a win, not a draw.
By any mistakes.
Ne ball na all ball. Me catch a player any mistake. Yaji two player bia. Oh him yatini. Player bia even the likes of Maradona.
Yeah.
Marcelo Bielsa.
Yeah.
Defenders are kesiye a mistake.
But
the way I overtwas repeating the mistakes. And in against Kotoko. Oh Kumasi.
And no chair boss bear two set.
And then going into Africa, Mr. O, or much a boss be.
Now, a question and I may be sent Africa now, no ne more last and a pair ye kind. African games were more bono, not Sana no bono.
It came, say Oboniye, because of Nsema, probably the coach at that time, a catcher. And a walker.
Kushana or coaching or
galaxies.
Someone say, you be some cool bit me a catching or brand a class.
Yes,
coaching intimate.
Yes. And another idea a year different in the say, what muno. Now say, my train boy, nache. So finally, darling boy,
Baba.
Ye
boy number.
Ye who subida. Ye Rachi Nambi. I know by. Into what when I bow, putting in ano, trim the ball.
Oh, the 2 games are
2 games of Obama has in ano, trim the ball.
So could not do a with him, no.
That is not what I saw playing for House of Folk. But taking the fact away that he's a good player.
A good player. Because
he's one of the players that surging forward. Or you good, young kutabo, or you good, the tackles, or you good, but the positioning and awareness, especially awareness. Also, no, but also when you have power, could do so.
Or when you have partners and no positioning awareness, and anyhow that our wafa to galaxies and now say, hasn't one Robinians have problem
from wafa, the position and awareness, or the bechelo, because our pressure, you
no pressure, you are no credit. And then I need
crying why that mistake.
Okay.
But in House of Folk, sir, my big dra, many better also be Namachi as a defender, as a last man. He's always sleeping. And no any idea in Africa away. Untim kwenye sade.
Kwenye sade so what you go.
What you go.
To say boss or the chiche. Omone kotoko.
What hati mi no
wa hati mi no
but ne ball na ankasa defending, clearing the ball, surging forward, passing, interceptions and tackles. Oyade. Or the strength in the man. Onye player ucha basa. He makes clean tackles. Me check kunu yado. O make clean tackles. And check a balance ichire ho. When we talk about football balance, your football balance you come the entire team. And every department of the game, so there should be a balance. It is a defender, ocha. Also, you defend on boy a day, a pass.
Yeah, okay.
On a day,
a balance.
It is all for Canadian war. Now, I can more last and yeah, it does what? A balance. And almost how the experience of my boy cohesion no from the galaxies at the Abedu Hasi. It's dead, catch him game. Then you can say you can some new neighbor. No, sir, Obiawa the full of your betrim. Sir, Omian boy, yeah, Omian. But it would only have to be cautionary and I make that boy could do on shining awareness in ye. Which I baby no jibo now or pass ya. That awareness, some pass ya kohano or shining ye. Because it costs someone his job. Because no here results for Olympics. And imagine some could be winning Ukrumha against Kotoko. Kadrin says how much agreement in the and can lose Olympics, lose Diana, and Obenya win one hand, Kebeba. No, come back. 110. We will still need income,
right side,
and then Kosa.
Okay.
But near Mimi coach and your can say overlap and umbrafo. Because Omumi and super born ball. Omumi and super winning call. Into on you chat lie a day. At the man because you're bowie. Baby, also your day. Send a bear, which you know.
Tokrun now.
Because which is a tokru, but that and also 4 cock of a mouth. 4 cover mounts were a crown better for no. Then you need your number 6 to pull back. So I shall not be a third defender. Oh, yes, sir. The midfield also loses. If the midfield loses, the attacker also a better. That means it be a press away the more press and no day.
Okay.
It's only you know because of their experience, because of our dear Kuta Homo, because your GD said, oh, my can't we move on 5 setup room or the defending boss of 18-yard boy. I has to focus on meet my Shenoma.
There's one of a tower, mobile benchino.
Yes, I'm on time.
Okay.
Because on Globo,
okay.
This will free bench a day. Someone who should be in this game. Okay. The experience be here, Costa experience be here, no alas and experience be here. So how soon the calmness of a area could do yardom be here. But the awareness.
This year, Rico for entry, Elawa. And a yenya income, our right side, or Enya course our left. More last and Konedu, Yadom, our center pay, Younger Mohammed.
In the middle.
Yes, a honorable 4 back.
Yes, 4 back straight. Okay. In the middle, the here, how folks should prevent goals.
I win the Nyafina Quay.
They should prevent goals. I want to see Cordier in the game.
Okay.
I want to see Konedu in the game.
Okay.
And I want to see Mo Alassane in the game. Minya. And come about 4 midfielders. Now, Mama 2 up front.
4-4-2.
Yes. It can even be in the shape of a 4-5-1, depending on how I will position forwards. You know?
Okay.
One as a target man, one as a striker. They are 2 different things. Or target man will be able to make a ball number. No control. The Olivier Giroud, the Didier Drogba, and I will be a striker. It's different. You 2 different things here in football terms. It is oh mommy, Cordier, oh mommy Konedu, na oh mommy Cordier, na mommy Subontin. Cordier, Enoke Subontin. No mommy, Awako.
3, Tiaka 1.
And I'm maybe 4 midfielders.
4 midfielders. In midfield, Kodie. Inoke subontin. Glass na wako. Ana akabako.
Nanka me di Suraj Seidu ayede. Asoso.
Na be 4.
Because ono ne awako no. Omusu ni mo ho.
Our galaxies.
And whatever idea awako betimi aye no. Seidu Suraj nso betimi aye den. Aye. But there was Suraj Seidu mu ni say ono so timi rane attack better. It is ono no attack ni ba. Ebe boa de subonten ye den. Eye. Ana ebe boa nia kwode so be den. Ebe ye we kire ho. Ana say wo finfin ho. It would have to be kwode and subonten as double pivot. Edema the team. Because subonten betime kutabo ye. Same as Suraj Seidu. But Suraj Seidu can also link up the midfield and then the attack. Now come about 2 attackers. One being a center forward and one being a striker. It's a carbon mommy. Misro
attackers no ye
Misro bien
watching kuna do ya dom.
Yes. Kaba
and
this boy left footed Obin Junior
Kojo.
Me person me rely on the experience of Obin Junior. But
on the yen with Timichian and review no.
And no DB ball no.
Timichian and
that ball no. Misro
and our friends say DB Dadaba
Sabo no
Obechi
asa wada
as ya born ya twama no
onemunya no ko but obedru baby no asa wada
ye hia no
na ne refi but for Banya he's a starter in this game.
Okay ya Banya do ebedin so baby
Banya is a starter in this game, so I think I'll choose Daniel Free Banya and then watch it.
Dinese she o set na Eric Oforienchi, Samuel Nkum, Dennis Nkrumah, Mohamed Alasa, Konadu Yado, Daniel Kodie, Suraj Seidu, Glass na wako, and Akaba could do a medal.
Subontin,
Enoka Subontin,
yes,
a free Banya,
and then watching.
Yes, I'm watching Haaland.
Mambo Caleb,
one more Caleb,
because Caleb tackles, head my way.
Caleb on Suitimi Bo.
On subeti mabo finfin o obeti mabo echo but the tackles
we sen ka be defending more idea
but the tackles and then all and yet the only form to defend and some people ball sim but when you keep the more ball no more who defend it
okay
se ball be di unsa na ball da sukuta wo cha you are still defending
okay
and then you defending inside 2 and 3 po Kanyan says bosim no.
The best way to defend
is to attack. And the best way the process to attack is to be with the ball.
Okay.
My ball no more. And so ukuta ball no more. Oh attack it, oh say defending. And Maka say African away no yam bonus ha yam kutuja by heart. Is the reason why I'm in person about Caleb. Because Caleb so I stretch now or stretch you Kumasa 18-yard box a pulley no and then say Pia Obino. So yes I away penalty
and no major.
A penalty.
My man answer my lines my chef and obi o person contribute to me Afria Baso. O friend no Marco like befa. WhatsApp call so I befa. O share screen so ye dey ato asenti 0542 077 589 0542 077 589. Aya WhatsApp line 0542 077 589 0542 077 589. Ofreba so yebefana yeti wonso agenche. Obetima free through WhatsApp call yebefa. Sanso na normal call so yebefa nti ofreba so yebefana ye nyina yedidi nkomo ya. Nese wodo agenche nso de aba Toto Sports GH on YouTube and chemeko akokenka manfo agenche o monso de abanti ne adunu utimi freba so abra ene ofa ke gusu didi nkomo na game na na yawura mu no ofa de ne de aba senko no ne coach a boys or prefer senko bebu amo ne formation no aye 4-4-2
yes
edru abi ebetime 4-5-1
yes
nti wo de aye sen freba so 0542 077 589 0542 077 589. Nti efa course into freba so ya befa na ye ti normal call obetumi afre Sound so and a WhatsApp call and also obey to me afraid. O friend Tom Nquadia, Yabefa. Na onso yeti ne wonso owo kanti. Ye no fagu so didin komo ya de na se ye twa onso ko no.
On say the shape of a 442 no. We have a diamond. It's what I follow Carlo Ancelotti in his AC Milan days. And about Chelsea, no. The approach was a 4-4-2 approach. I don't know about the likes of Gattuso, about Seedorf, about Pelu, and then about Kaka. And then about 2 strikers. It's either being Inzaghi or Andriy Shevchenko. These players in a 4-4-2, but it's diamond. And yeah, a direct wing play. To say the over who figures and move 4-4-2 and no or sharp wingers.
The Mirabina Black Stars,
Black Stars, no. We know you are just make sure so ube the midfield dominance. Say, oh, my midfield in your day, so ube no. The moment having your midfield, no, that means that you are in charge and control of the game.
0542 077 589 0542 077 589. Offer Baswa, Yabefa now or the Genture, but 0542 5870 0542 077 589 0542 077 589 0542 077 589. Offer Baswa na yeti won so wa Genture na ode aba ayesho no sunti. Because I found the Brahma message amount for the Abba. We say Basman TV. In the dreaming, and I saw 1-1 draw at Mali, and our leaders should do something seriously. Hacks to folk. Also, the name 1-1.
It's a good result, the man has. So, has me kunya 1-1 a good papa.
Daniel Benson, so a day, Nimojino. The remains idea as a name, a DM didn't know, no, name is a friend is auntie. Ma ono amamenchano. And he said, that's on the Okobo game this another. I meet me, that's on the Bisa, Buon ma. Your book game, I want some dance on the year, bury it 2-0. So I didn't cry a bit.
The guys are young, and also die as I done. Will be also so dying to be a die, beam the like we asked to crash.
Diane, the young and agent. Dive wants you a bum. Dive one my bum. Dive have
trainer, may I tell you, Branty and Bessus and die. And to know, I dare yes.
And he still nano, my fire, friend, yeah, hello, good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. We didn't know we are free.
Media defeater, make us free, friendly more.
Peter, me and you, Peter.
Formation is now better, but the issue is formation is not for the four midfield. Who be sure you need defensive midfielder. There are no first is there, there are companion not to Chenu Casano. Okay. You need defensive midfielder, and we are going to away. And we'll say defensive midfielder. And we get one of the Guano, he's no more. So the best, they say Benya.
Okay.
Now, what defend as a defensive midfielder? They are quite the contributions are damaging one. About some review.
Okay.
Quite defensive midfielder.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that's a contribution. Cause we are na efa wajen chenobra. Fabrashe screen is one number neda so. Hackso can GSR game no so that's so den. You feeling na.
Oh, that you want to agree with Caleb. So
we crowd say
also me kind but me can send me and son am do we me shall that for me process me presentation man son am do me say Africa a queen of first ball away and then sani bo and then on African soil unya far away resource na wow bo you have an advantage. And then on African soil, you almost hope our advantage. And you say, oh, call aware. You don't have to do it. It be needless tackles. Tackle will be a wa. Ubet me di chirako. But opesa ujine chire na oyede. Uye bibi. And no ni idea musu or calibre. Maka. But Osha in Quadie is one thing. And nay, me for example, in Chelsea game Albo. Jorginho. Pacho. Oye number 6. And I say a defensive midfielder. No. Kovacic is not a defensive midfielder. And Ruby Lutus, Kovacic, they are not defensive midfielders. But they defended for the team. And the ball, the dynamisms of football, no, assassin, in society, be ahead. I been say the best way to start attack room is today to keep the ball. That is the best way to defend. Okay. The best way to defend is to keep the ball. And the process of attacking is to keep the ball. And it's a ball lukutawa. Una de no una in the idea on the bed. But who release the ball? The ball is no more with you. It's a caliber dear or a good choice, but or say dangerous for an away game at the Africa competition.
Oh, go ahead, team. Because who could this?
Intimacy. South push be no better Kromhan against Kotoko in the 18-yard box. We save Africa a penalty.
Okay.
Regardless the ref Yawodi, we save Africa a penalty.
Budget. There's on budget. When Africa is on budget.
We save pay a penalty.
Abasadi behajin. Matinti. Ofa ye sorry na
baby I won't kwana wosum baby but yasum has to folk in general and I assume the general public and so in general. But me gidi is Okulu being with the team for days, you know. He knows what the team carries now. On one case no handle team no, we will handle other teams like Kotoko and the license Ekutano. It gives him the upper hand, and I said the need. So they has got this into competition, and you know we are relying on decisions about Boa has of work. Has in away games should keep their temper. You shouldn't rush for a goal. Ball no. Yes, yeah, and my mom pray. Sebeboa and son of the settlement of the game, no, or munko form. Boss and uncle through more. Oh, yes, I'm Maria. Oh, confuse you play opponent, especially while away. They become to be uncomfortable. No, my desperate. The moment I'm desperate, you know, they are confused. It's a hard game, no. Omunko game with a good tactics and a plan. Formation no starting 11 in bar. Ye Field no so I ball. You should be aware of Nyomebia, not Africa for near the AUCTI. No move for news in Tiamali phone.
Okay. But I say Ofana Chobia
or with DH up to this time and pushing the dream has not been easy. People have been very, 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 very supportive. But my main birthday wish mom. Now I wish my cousin Ellie and the happy of all birthdays and the friend the finest of the family. And Ellie baby, I will be an coupon inshallah now on your case on some page. Yeah.
Okay. Merasi. Nti abushan fano ofakina otene nkana madika kacho se ba se yimwura games nim nsem naba stories naba yenhye yennom sukwa what the funny feature wan hwa na wa ha nti se dabia obenya no na nsem ne ba nti na mekacho se ya fa comment ne to ase na ode wo tv bi na bibi chi wadwan fato ye ba ne ye behuna ye bedi hu dwuma enso dia ma ha ye Toto Sports GH on YouTube. What the answer Danny da best subscribe to channel no na wa share so dia ma busuafo so anya bi ahwe na yetena sese ya na ye den semene ba mahuniema eno so ekoso free hacks to focus so ye meno kase ya team no so etma land wo Togo ya da nyame ase nti transit no be adwuma
that I'm no kind transition
yeah and now
no kind transition wasem cause omo by land you can transition wasem
menye sure say we do mo me me sure say omo the plane na be ye didi akire se ko ba say omo amfa plane na nko de ane no ma so be shi nti yeah sorry na juma de dia kana to aso e dia mama oti ofa kenka madika ka to say Toto Sports ye fa hacks your folk team no near din commodity afa ho stories e free house nkwan ne de bremo enye de be presenting nkwan de mama tra wasi etenase de wasi wuramu ne wuramu de ama na wo hunia ma course especially games ya no be ba so sie no wasi ye hu nyina din commodity nyina ntino ye be system kura eguso amanfo ta kamburofo bia me mpese meka bi because some can say we set the pace for others to follow and but here they are penica wow bejeje nti yadi si me din the Benson for human can trinity no from Benson the great MAK3K birthday boy me di wie nche nti nyanye title no eno achi ya nkrofo bi nso nye o ma sede ye so mo ye wie ansa na mayi title na from so nti me di si mame nche obi a wose na daje nya daje nso hweye wa sell credit obando bia no nyame insure wa free nyame insure comment ade be nyame insure koso ana eye sama yesan se wunti ni aba wunti ene aba se wuni ho ayi ni ho nti munkitekite sa mame mfa nche akese nko emfama eye CEO edma blue house media blue house studio mark na ene abrantu jan camera na achi krokra no tete na unse ofake bai na no ho yefe kama pa nso mo yefe kakra ma yetuntum kakra wa change me na ba kokko sanse me nye tuntum ba sa medwa ti wo hia iso ama me ho yefe no aye a boy